raise of hands, how many of you guys have a best friend or someone that you can always count on? Now, I picture you, this best friend, or the person that's always there for you, as someone that no matter what you tell them, you know they're always going to be there for you. Now, picture telling your best friend something, and the moment you told them that one thing, they cut you out from their life. Now, they cut you out because it wasn't something that was mean that you said, but it was because of something that you're born with and couldn't help. Unfortunately, this happened for one of our classmates, Jared. Today, I'm going to describe an incident that happened to Jared, how it affected him, and how important it is to respect others. Although we're born with different political backgrounds, it is important that we respect people and even though we don't have the same morals or beliefs as them. First, I want to talk to you about Jared's background. Jared was born in Sacramento and went to an all-boys Catholic school. Freshman year of high school, Jared realized something very important. He had his best friend Charlie, and together they were super close. It was 6 months into their friendship that Jared realized he had feelings for Charlie. Jared knew that it was true that he was gay. After deciding for 6 months if he should tell Charlie that he was gay or not, he finally decided he should. The day that Jared told Charlie he was gay was the last day they would ever speak. The next year, Jared had a friend named Karen. One night, Karen texted Jared and said, "I need you to answer me honestly. Are you gay?" Jared thought he could trust her and opened up to her. The next day, Jared went to school, and everyone was making fun of him, and he didn't understand why. His friend had told him that Karen posted on Twitter a picture of their text message about Jared being gay. Jared was confused why everyone was laughing because he was, quote, low-key kind of the shit and didn't realize why people couldn't accept how he was. Now that we know about Jared's background, I want to share with you how he felt. Jared was really upset when he told Charlie because that was his best friend. They did everything together, and he couldn't believe that his best friend had cut him out of his life like that. Jared, for the next year, was pretty upset and didn't trust anyone. It took him about a year until he could open up to people again. Then, when the thing with Karen had happened, Jared was stressed at first, but he described later that being stressed helped him realize that he needed to accept it in order to overcome how he felt. By Jared accepting himself, others soon realized to accept him too. Now that we know Jared's experience, how he felt, I want to talk about how important it is to be respectful to others. Being gay is something people are born with, and even though us heterosexuals may not understand it, it is important that we respect them. We put a label on people who are gay and lesbian, and I think that we need to try to work on it and stop it. The best example I can think of is the activity we did in class where we, based on people's looks and what we first thought of them, we put a label on them. Most of the time we are wrong, and we realize that we need to get to know the person better before we can judge them or do anything about it. So just like that activity we did in class, it is important that we get to know everyone and give them the respect that they deserve. Even though we have different political backgrounds and we may not agree or understand people's morals or values, it is important to respect them. Today I hope I was able to make you all rethink and reevaluate how you respect others. And I want to thank you, Jared, for letting me share your experience to everyone in order to help everyone understand the importance of respect.